Welcome, owners, to week 2 of the 2010 Peanut Butter Jelly Time League Fantasy Football Extravaganza. I'm going to try to do better than I did last year. I know I kind of slacked off. It was a little difficult with the baby. Hopefully we'll have some more time this year. Last week was a busy week, but we're going to get rolling here in week 2. So we'll start right at the top with the game of the week. A 132-111 shootout that left defending champ Pilot Lights 2-0 and their arch nemesis Cats with guns hanging in a closet. I said 2-0. Actually, I think they're 1-1. Everyone in that division is 1-1. My mistake. Pilot Lights put 6 in double digits, led by 32 from LaShawn McCoy on 132 yards rushing and 3 touchdowns, including a 46-yard scoring burst. The Finns D came up big with 23. Dustin Keller had 19. Floyd the Barber and Brady each had 15. And Garrett Hardley had 11 points, including his game-winning field goal at the end of Monday night. For the Cats, 5 were in double digits, with a resurgent Cutler posting 29 points and making him the top Cat of the week. 3 touchdowns, 0 INTs for the turnover machine Cutler in this one. Cutler has been throwing touchdowns, only 1 INT on the year. So good pick, good late pickup there for the Cats. Another shootout came out of the Quagmire division with Loose Cannons topping the Pitons 114-100. Team Cheesehead had 6 in double digits, including all 3 of his Packer starters. For Loose Cannons, though, his free agent pickup of the week was the big story and topped all of his scores. That player was Mike Vick. Vick had 26 points on 284 yards passing with 2 touchdowns. Vick also added 37 on the ground. Pitons had 5 in double digits, led by Drew Brees' 22 points. 2 other games featured teams that reached the century mark, had at least one team reaching the century mark. The first had the Monkeys bounce back from last week's lowest score to this week's 3rd highest score. Monkeys beat Manbunga Knights 111-83. The Monkeys only had 3 in double digits, but when one is Javid Best, or Javid, or Javid, or Jihad, whatever the guy's name is, when he scores 46 on 232 total yards and 3 touchdowns, including a 75-yard touchdown reception, you don't need a whole lot of extra help. He did get a little bit of help from 26 points from Adrian Peterson and the Saints D, which added 12. Manbunga Hole, coming off his big win in week 1, was just weak in week 2, placing only 2 players in double digits, led by Rogers and his 30 points. The other team to score over 100 was the Headbangers. The Headbangers break into the win column with a 104-63 blowout over the X-Rays. Only 3 of the Sheboygan boys reached double digits, led by the Steel Curtain defense with 34 points. That included 7 turnovers and an 89-yard kick return for a touchdown. A big day for Sheboygan Headbanger defense. Matt Ryan also added 25, and his teammate Roddy White had 14 for the Headbangers. T-Dub got 49 of their 63 points from 2 guys. Phillip Rivers had 29 and the Chargers D had 20. That leaves the other 6 starters combining for 14 points and a lot of 1s and 2s on that scorecard. The nail biter of the week. That one was an 86-81 Mastakilla Chili Dog battle. This game was won by Mastakilla in the final minutes of the Monday Night Football game on a 2-point conversion to Vernon Davis that actually had to be reviewed on the field. That 2-point conversion pushed him over the top, and then there was also another big reception that Colston that helped him pull away from the Chili Dogs. Mastakilla had 4 in double digits, including 27 by Andre Johnson on 158 yards receiving and 1 touchdown. Johnson's Texan teammate Matt Schaub led the Dogs with 41 on almost 500 yards passing and 3 touchdowns. Schaub's 41 second only to Best's 46 in this week's individual scoring. The dog of the week, and really the dog of the first 2 weeks, is a game involving the Rockers. Last week, the Rockers were the lowest scoring winning team when they beat Loose Cannons 67-49. Actually, only one other team in the league scored less than those two teams, and that was the Monkeys with their 42-point performance. This week, it took 30 points on Monday night from Frank Gore to push the Rockers out of the 60s and give them a 95-68 win over Super Simon. 4 other Rockers did reach double digits, including 2 free agent pickups. The Chiefs' defense scored 17 for the Rockers, and Matt Bryant scored 11. Simon had 2 in double digits, including 28 from Peyton Manning. 19 of Simon's 68 points came on one 50-yard pass play from Manning to Simon's tight end Dallas Clark. Take away that one play, and Simon scores an abysmal 49 points for the week. Some pool updates. The Rook Bunga Knights put 2 4-win weeks together to lead the Pick'em with 8 wins. Monkeys and Pilot Lights are tied with 6 wins, and then there are 4 teams with 5 wins. In the Survivor pool, we lost 2 teams in the first week, George and Aaron, courtesy of the Washington Redskin defeat of the Dallas Cowboys. That left 5 players in the Survivor pool. Week 2 saw all 5 Survivor pool players advance. 3 of the 5 loading up on the Green Bay game, which responded with a 34-7 win over Buffalo. A couple big games coming up this week. We've got the 2-0 Rockers taking on the 1-1 Pitons. The Pitons lead the league in scoring after 2 weeks, averaging just over 110 points a game. Meanwhile, the Rockers, with their 2-0 record, averaging just over 80 points a game. We'll see what happens there. There's another 2-0 1-1 matchup, and that's the 2-0 Master Killers taking on the 1-1 X-Rays as we enter the last week, week 3 of our interdivisional play, and then we go out and do all of our other division games, out of division games. So a couple other notes. Glad we're having some fun with the videos. Much like when we figured out how to post stories on the web page, it took us a year. Once we got into it, we started having some fun with it. We could post videos last year. We never really quite got the hang of it or did it or whatever. So good to see some real fun videos coming out. Obviously, this one on the front page as well. Field trips. We talked about field trips back at draft night. I was serious. Mark Friday, November 5th on your calendar as the Baltimore Charm host the Orlando Fantasy at First Mariner Arena. Tickets for that for the lower arena are $19, or if you want to go inside the VIP, those tickets are $50. I'm sure you buy them at the arena. There's no service charges. Some ridiculous $10 service charge for the $19 ticket is ridiculous. But anyway, that's Friday, November 5th. I think they only have 2 home games the whole season. One of them is coming up in a weekend or 2. I think I'm working. So we'll look at that Friday, November 5th. Check out lflus.com for more information on the Lingerie Football League. That's all I got for this week. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll be coming to you live again week after week from the new and improved Peanut Butter Jelly Time headquarters here in beautiful downtown Pasadena. You guys have a great week. Good luck this weekend, and we'll see you later.